60 seconds or so, let everyone get in and settled, and then we'll get this event going. So thanks everyone for joining us. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm Andy Wright, Chief of External Affairs and Strategic Initiatives here at DRPT. And I'm joined by two of my colleagues, and I'll just hand it over to them to introduce themselves. First, Miriam. You're on mute, Miriam.
Well, that's a great way to start. Hi, everybody. Good morning. I'm Miriam, and I do marketing here at DRPT. And I'll hand it over to Jayla.
Good morning, everyone. So happy to be here today. I am the communications specialist at DRPT.
Thanks again to Miriam and Jayla for putting together this slideshow, and thanks for everyone for taking the time to join us. We're making it our goal this year. In the years past, we've done a workshop at the beginning of the year, just outlining the entire year. This year, we're doing it a little bit different. Before we have one of our big marketing campaigns, we decided just to have a little workshop to give you insight into what we have planned for that campaign. And then also continue to preview what we have coming up for, actually, you'll see for this year and all of next year. So just continue to be on the lookout for these invitations. We're going to be doing these periodically throughout the entire year. Just to keep the conversation going between us and you all. There's enough of us. We got sort of a small group here, so I would like to just go around the table, so to speak, and just have everyone introduce themselves and say where they work. So I'll just go down this list that I have here. I'll say your first name. You can unmute yourself and introduce yourself and tell me where you work. So the first person I have is Ada Hunsberger. I assume they can unmute themselves. Hey, seems we're not able to unmute. So Ada is with CVPDC. Jayla, can you see that in Lynchburg? Jayla, can you unmute people?
Let me see.
Some people, the first 5 people on our list here, should be able to unmute themselves.
I can mute, but I
Okay, I have the option now, but it did say it was disabled before. So, yeah, I'm Ada. I'm with the Central Virginia Planning District Commission. I'm our CAP program manager, and yeah.
For joining us. Next is Althea Evans. Hopefully she can. We've unmuted her.
I can unmute. Good morning, everyone. Althea Evans from OmniRide in Prince William County.
Next is the DRPT employee, but we'll let him introduce himself. Chris Arabia.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Chris Arabia. I'm the manager of statewide commuter programs with DRPT, and looking forward to. I see a lot of familiar names on here. A lot of the of our grant recipients. Hoping that you'll like what you see and work with us on using some of this marketing for your own campaigns at the local level.
Next, first name only, no last name, Becky. All right, well, we'll keep going. Bobby Greenberg.
Hi, I'm Bobby Greenberg with Arlington County Commuter Services.
Thanks for joining us. Next is Judy Galen.
Good morning. I'm Judy Galen with Loudoun County Transit and Commuter Services, and representing our team today, Kendall Tiffany, who handles marketing for the county, is off today.
Joining us. I see Becky's mic is not working. Becky is with Northern Shenandoah, so thanks for joining us. Next is Holly Morello. All right, then we got Ilana.
Hi, my name is Iyanla Exo. I'm the Marketing and Administrative Specialist for the Williamsburg Area Transit Authority.
Next, I have Julie Kaler. Okay, next we have two Karens. First, we'll start with VRE. Karen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Karen Finucane Clarkson with VRE. I'm the Public Affairs Administrator.
And then the other Karen, Karen Taylor.
You have two Karens on the call. I'm Karen Taylor. I'm with RideSmart in Front Royal, Virginia, and Becky with the no last name, Becky Sandreski. She's unable to unmute herself, but we're both with RideSmart in Front Royal.
Next, Carrie McKinney.
Hi, Carrie McKinney, the GW Ride Connect program coordinator in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Pittsburgh is my hometown, so I'm glad to have you. Kim Mitchell.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Kim Mitchell, Support and Outreach Coordinator for GW Ride Connect, also in Fredericksburg, Virginia, PDC 16.
And we have Kim Boyd.
Hi, I'm Kim Boyd. I'm VP of Media and Insights at Charles Ryan Associates.
I'm Lakeisha Lewis.
Good morning. I'm Lakeisha Lewis, TDM Specialist with OmniRide.
Next, we have Latwana McClero.
Hello. On Denver's graphics program. I'm the Vanpool Program Coordinator.
Thanks for joining us. Lee Anderson.
Hi, everyone. Another one from Fredericksburg checking in. I am the Program Director for GW Ride Connect.
I'm Lisa Hull.
I'm their next door neighbor at Planning District Commission number 17 in the Northern Neck, and with Northern Neck Commuter Services.
Next, we'll say we have Matthew from NVTC.
Good morning, Matt Friedman from the Northern Virginia Transportation Commission. I am the Public Affairs and Communications Manager.
Thank you for joining us. Next, we got a DRPT employee, Kathy Moline. Well, I know Kathy's there. Well, next is, I don't have a last name, but Monica. Okay, next on the list, DRPT employee. We'll let him introduce himself, Mike Mucha. I can't unmute, but Mike's in our Northern Virginia office and is a program manager for several of the grantees up in that area.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you.
Next on the list, another member of the Policy and Comms Division here at DRPT is a Virginia Management Fellow working with us, Evan Price.
Morning.
Next, we have Sharika Ruffin. And then last on my list,
Hi,
Sarah.
I'm Sharika with Ride Finders here in Richmond.
Thanks for joining us. And then last on the list, Sarah Pennington.
Good morning, everyone. Sarah Pennington with the Rideshare Program out of the Thomas Jefferson Planning District Commission.
Thanks for joining us. Anyone join late, please feel free to unmute and speak up if I missed you. Okay, well, let's go to the next slide, Jayla. So just quickly, the agenda for today, Jayla and Miriam will walk you through each of these slides. First, we're just going to start with media and public events, how we can help you all in that area. Some of the great ideas that Jayla has on tap for social media. And then Miriam will take the ball from there, walk you through our Connecting Commuters campaign that's going to be running this spring, then give you a preview of what we have for the remainder of the year and into 2025. I know that is something a lot of you all have asked for, so as to know what our plans are as far in advance as possible. And then, of course, we'll wrap up with any Q&A. And I will say this in advance because it's always the very first two questions. Yes, we're going to record this and we will share it with you all. And yes, we will let you all have a copy of the PowerPoint. So we will have that for you. So with that, I'll turn my mic and camera off and turn it over to Jayla.
So, hello everyone again. Media and public events. We want to know what's going on at your agency. And not only do we want to know about it, but we want to support as well. We're happy to assist with any press releases, providing information, quotes, speakers, promotion, content planning, and overall just being here for you in any way that we can. So please do not forget to keep us in the loop. Even when it comes down to news articles that you are featured in. If you do not see it included in our Daily Express newsletters that you receive in the morning, then we most likely did not see it, or Meltwater, which is what we use for the Daily Express, did not pick it up. So share them with us and it'll be included the next morning. Now, when it comes to social media, here are a couple of campaigns and content to expect. Transit Appreciation Month, which is almost here. We sent out a survey to you all to fill out so we can shine a spotlight on our amazing, on the amazing stories of our transit workers across all of our social media platforms. Please remember that all surveys must be completed by March 1st. Other things to expect are seasonal holiday themed posts, more frequent posts about DRPT's attendance at ribbon cuttings, groundbreakings, partner highlights, aesthetically pleasing transit and rail posts, and also destination discovery videos, which I will further explain in our next slide. So what is Destination Discovery? It's a social media campaign that highlights different cities accessible through our transportation services. The overall goal here is to educate and engage Virginians by not only saying, hey, use our transportation services, but giving them a reason why. And I have an example right here. And to best help me create these videos, it would be great to receive any existing videos of your city and or the transportation services that it offers. I'll be happy to receive any existing photos that you have as well to use in future social media posts. Please feel free to send them to me at any time using my email, jaylaparker@drpt.virginia.gov. And now I will kick it off to you, Miriam. Miriam, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. All right, so thank you for sharing that video. I thought it was awesome. If you could put it on the next slide, please. Connecting Communities is a new marketing campaign which begins March 19th through May 10th. The goal is to increase downloads of the Connecting VA app and usage of the Ride Finder. Key messages for the campaign are from bus to bike, rideshare to rail. We want Virginians to explore public transit and earn rider rewards by downloading the Connecting VA app. Another first for both Connecting Commuters and the Bike Month campaign, which we will touch on briefly later in the presentation. We are awarding one big prize, an electric bike. We will also offer $100 gift cards as secondary prizes for each region. Imagery, as you can see from these examples, is focused on daily travel and ease of use, and our call to action is download the app and visit connectingva.org to learn more about commuting options and your local commuter assistance program. In the email for this webinar, there was a link for the marketing toolkit. If you have any questions about the toolkit or would like customization, including adding your logo, changing out the photos, please contact me. Next slide, please. And our strategy is to use a mix of media to maximize reach and message effectiveness in each region. Media placements include interior bus signage, digital ads, audio streaming, social media, as well as advertisements in Spanish. All of this information is also listed on the marketing toolkit page. Next slide, please. And this is an early look at our ad concepts for Bike Month 2024. The marketing toolkit will be ready by March 28th. And this year, along with promoting bicycling as an affordable and healthy commuting and travel option, we will also be mentioning safety, messaging such as use a bike light, wear a helmet. And we are really looking forward to running this fun campaign. Yet again, I think we're on year 12, 13 in May. Next slide, please. And this fall, we start a familiar campaign with a new name. Formerly Tri-Transit Week, Discover Transit is now Connecting Communities. While the goal is still to increase transit public transportation ridership, our messaging will be transit benefits, specifically how transit connects you to places in your community. The campaign will be in markets across the state, with more ads being placed in regions with low ridership. Next slide, please. For all of these campaigns, we're driving people to the improved, which I suggest you go visit, or would like you to go visit, connectingva.org website, which connects them to their local transportation service and commuter assistance programs, as well as commuter resources. And finally, our slides. As many of you have requested, here is the marketing plan through 2025. The only months we are not running a campaign will be in June and July. And if you have any questions about these campaigns, any comments, or any thoughts about our communications plans, we will be happy to answer them now. Next slide.
You want to chime in just to give a little credit to some of we work with consultants on all of these campaigns. Charles Ryan and Associates is helping with the Connecting Commuters campaign. Our longtime partner, Sedell, is helping with Bike Month. And I believe Connecting Businesses, that is Pulsar, and Connecting Communities this fall, that will be PRR. that has helped with that campaign for several years in a row. And I just want to give them a shout out and also just remind them they're on our bench. So therefore they are available to you all to help as well. You just reach out to one of the three of us and we'll connect you with our procurement officer who will then help you all with that process. So the remainder of this time is just dedicated to answering any questions you all have about these campaigns or what we're doing. So again, I will turn my camera and mic off and turn it back over to Jayla and Miriam to answer any questions you all have.
All right, I just saw a question as, will there be 2 electric bikes and helmet giveaways, or is the same giveaway in 2 different campaigns? While I would like to give away 2 electric bikes, we are only going to be giving away 1 electric bike for both campaigns and 1 helmet. Okay, we have a comment here about your video, Jayla. When can we get Virginia Breeze so we can be on Destination Discovery? The Virginia Breeze may be expanding soon, so that we'll have more information on that probably later on this year. And if you have any questions, feel free to unmute. Yeah, Judy.
I'm wondering if you could please clarify which campaigns are going to be including Northern Virginia and which are just for the remainder of Virginia.
Okay, Jayla, if you go back to the previous slide. Connecting communities won't be for Northern Virginia because we're promoting the Connecting VA app. Connecting businesses will be, connecting Bike Month will be, connecting communities will be. So we'll be promoting transit in Northern Virginia, biking in Northern Virginia, businesses, outreach, but not the app.
Just to clarify, Miriam, there's a lot of connecting and C words in there. Connecting commuters, so that's dealing with the app that is not in Northern Virginia. That will be the rest of the state, whereas everything else is statewide.
Thank you. Because, DRPT, we're connecting the Commonwealth. So Bike Month stays the same. Okay, anybody else has any questions or comments? Yeah, Judy.
One more here, and that is, you mentioned the toolkit, and I don't know if it was just because I'm in a Northern Virginia jurisdiction or not, but it required a password to get into it, and I didn't know if those were assigned or how that worked.
No, it should have been in the emails. Sorry about that. It's March 24.
Thank you.
And if any of you ever have a situation where something's not working how you think it's supposed to, or you don't have passwords, or something's not downloading, just always feel free to reach out to me. I'll work with anyone and help you out.
All right, well, are there any other questions about what we have coming up?
Hey, Judy.
Not trying to be teacher's pet here, just curious since no one else is asking. Could you please explain your plans to connect the Virginia Breeze campaigns to Northern Virginia jurisdictions? I'm thinking in terms of routes that connect, for example, at Dulles Airport, that's a Silver Line Metro connection. And then for us in Loudoun, that means also connectivity on our local bus route. So I would just curious if there's any intent on expanding that for Northern Virginia.
That's an interesting thought. We promote Virginia Breeze as going to Dulles International Airport and to Union Station, but I don't think we've necessarily tied it to regional buses before, so we can discuss offline and see how we can do a better job with that. But yeah, I don't know if you're on our email list for the Virginia Breeze email, but that will be coming out on March 1st. You can sign up for it by anyone can sign up for it on virginiabreeze.org.
Yeah, on that note, you can sign up through our website, not only for the Daily Express, but we also do a quarterly director's update that'll be coming out in March. It goes out under Director DeBrule's name. And then what Miriam is talking about is we now do a monthly, on the first of each month, a email about the Virginia Breeze that goes out to members of the public who have signed up for those emails. And we do all of that through an overlay on our website. So if you don't, it's been very successful in getting people to sign up for our blast email. So if you don't have one of those, I highly recommend it. It's been very positive for us.
Absolutely. And Monica, I think you had a question.
Yes, did I see that slide right, that for Bike Month, that the promoting it doesn't necessarily have to be strictly for commuting to work now? It could be going to the store or going to, because it said, yeah, where it said work, entertainment, health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
So
for
it
all those.
doesn't have to be strictly commuting to work anymore.
Yeah.
Chris Arabia on here. He usually has helped address this question in the past.
Yeah, so there's a question about what your organization wants to do versus what you can charge to a DRPT Commuter Assistance Program grant. So for the grant stuff, any work on biking has to be in conjunction with taking a car trip off the road. So things like biking for fun or fun bike ride or other bike events, not part of the grant. Can't charge
Okay,
the grant.
so but encouraging them to, so we can encourage them to take their bike to, say, to the library or something like that. We can.
Absolutely,
fine.
yes. Yes. So like ride a bike to go out to lunch or something, to the library, as long as it's associated with don't take your car, take your bike type of thing.
Okay.
You're fine. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think we have some more questions.
Question from Monique, I believe.
Yeah, Monica or Monique, whomever. Yeah, I think everybody should be unmuted. Can you talk about the creation of the Spanish ad? Yes, we wanted to include more options for advertising, and one of the things we're trying to do is include different languages to so we can do more outreach to our Spanish-speaking populations. Actually, I will let, if she's still on the line, Kim from CRA address this. She's with our consultant we worked with on this campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. The translations are not done in-house. We actually have a vendor that we use for several of our clients to do translations of various languages. So they have been sent to a professional translator to make sure that they're 100%. What we found in the past is if we do them in-house or rely on a native speaker, the dialects change, verbiage changes. So we try to keep with a more classic approach, if you will, that is more standard for translation.
Okay, Monica. Okay, I think that's it for questions. I'll hand it over to Andy for any closing remarks.
Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. Appreciate it. As always, reach out if you have any questions or comments. We'll send out an email on Monday, again with the video, the PowerPoint slide, as well as the link to fill out the survey if you want to nominate anyone for Transit Appreciation Month. And also we'll have contact information for Jayla, Miriam, and myself. So thanks again for joining us and have a great rest of your Friday, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you all for joining.